Greetings, everyone. It is I, the mighty Haysoos. I am back with One Piece, chapter 1090. Kizaru. Cover page of the chapter today is Kuro reading in silence with some black cats. As we see one of the antagonists of the East Blue, Captain Kuro, as he's pushing up his glasses iconically with the palm of his hand. I think that's the palm. Anyways, he's reading some books with some black cats who are just, relaxing around him. Anywho, by the way, when you're watching this, I'll be Anime Revolution on Sunday. So, anyways, we continue the chapter. We start off the chapter as Monkey D. Luffy is yelling into the transponder snail at the Gorosei. Hey, this is Monkey D. Luffy, the man who's gonna be king of the pirates. Luffy, what are you doing? We've got all the Vegapunks up here, and if you care about your life, you'd better order those ships to clear off. York's like, oh, save me. We see a vision of Marines and Kizaru here, as well as Big News Morgans, who's tapping in. It seems he's listening in to what's happening. Oh, how cruel. He's even worse than I heard. What the heck? What's going on? Isn't that Luffy-san? World Economic Journal HQ. He's shocked by these news. And the Gorosei just start to ask him, Straw Hat Luffy, how many of you managed to survive over there? Some of us are pretty banged up and... Don't tell them, Luffy. Ka-chunk. A woman's voice. Could it be Nico Robbins? Nico Robbins like, no, don't tell him the information. And Luffy would be like, yeah, here's everything that's happened. And Nami's just face palming. We can't just give away our status. They wanted to get information by keeping you talking. I see. My bad. But I bet what I see, my bad. But I bet what I said will make those ships back off. And Usopp just cuts in as if the Navy wouldn't fold that easily. We see the Saturn Gorosei. Beep, beep. There are 3 things we must secure. York's safety, Punk records, which we can access through her, and the power station that created the Mother Flame. The rest can be sacrificed if necessary. And the Vice Admiral starts talking. But sir, what about Rob Lucci's squad and the Cypher Pull agents that are still... I was merely stating the worst case scenario. Don't lose sight of what's important. Yes, sir. Remember, human life holds no more value than that of an insect. No matter how far their numbers dwindle, it's always possible for them to multiply again. What? That's kind of fucked up. Does he see himself not as human? What is he? No matter how far their numbers dwindle, it is always possible for them to multiply again. And the Vice Admiral's just like, yes, sir. Human life holds no more value than that of an insect. Oh man, I hate this guy. Didn't you hear what they said? The 5 elders have my back. If you lay a finger on me, they'll wipe this island off the map. Just like O'Hara. And Nami just whacks her. Ouch, you won't get away with this. I'm telling the elders. Bring it on. Back off. She's unarmed. Oh, it's good we see Robin here. How are your injuries, Robin? Oh, Robin got hurt. Better, thanks to you, Chopper. praise me like that doesn't make me happy or anything, you jerk. In this panel, we see everyone sustaining their injuries while eating. We see Bonnie and Luffy just stuffing themselves. We see Lilith as well. How pathetic. I know there were two of them, but I shouldn't have been able to handle those no good seraphim. Oh, Kaku's out cold. Or he's injured that badly. I get it. Just sleep already. And so we see Lilith crying out for Shaka and Pythagoras and Edison. But Edison's still kicking. Can you keep it down for a sec, Lilith? I'm trying to contact the basement. So Shaka and Pythagoras are dead. And Edison's badly damaged. Four of the Vegapunks are wounded. 2 are dead. The Straw Hat crew is currently... Oh shit, Rob Lucci's muttering to himself. What are you muttering, Lucci? I'm just talking to myself. He's tapping in, he's sending out information. The dude's a spy. Well, yeah, no shit, he's Cypher Pole 0, but... Ugh, I don't like this one bit. Hey guys, you're all behaving yourselves down there, right? Lavofe's basement. It's one of the Straw Hat Pirates. Thanks for the food, you're our saviors. Hey, keep it down. They're still the enemy. It's all the missing agents. We would have died without them though. Hey, can you get us out of here? Sorry, no can do. At least take us to a different room. It's hard to relax with those monsters in here. Hmm? Oh, it's the Seraphim. Aren't the Seraphim on your side? Yeah, but there's still a chance they'll go rogue. They'll be fine, right, Vegapunk? Naturally, we have a Seraphim in bubble balls after all. They're made of the same material as the Mark III's bubble shield, and it's been infused with the energy of the sea. There's no way to hold fruit users. There's no better way to hold fruit users. So we see Jinbei Seraphim, Mihawk Seraphim, Hancock Seraphim, and Kuma's. Really, really? They just look like normal soap bubbles. We see Hancock Seraphim. There's no need to ask them for a reassurance. We haven't received any orders to eliminate you. You are of no interest or use to us. I see. What a relief. I guess we can rest easy. So I guess they're using like a video comm to talk to the Seraphims, as we see like a computer screen with a Den Den Mushi on top. You might have a mean streak, but we really owe you, Snakes. Snake? S-Snake. Oh yeah, S-Snake is what they're called. Is the Seraphim. So it's Seraphim Snake. We see Frankie saying this. Thanks for undoing your petrification on us. It's so peculiar. She wasn't programmed to act like that. Oh, of course, it was Luffy who broke the curse. And so Luffy found the Seraphim and thought it was Hancock. Hey, Hancock, I need you to help them out. They're my friends. You're the only one who can do it. I'm counting on you. And Hancock is always infatuated with Luffy. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it already. Please, just stop looking at me like that. She has like a heart coming out of her head, and she's like blushing and tearing up a bit. Ha! Wahaha! Jinbei is confident here. She's just like the real Hancock, the world's worst personality, but she's got a weak spot for Luffy. It's funny to see her Seraphim have the same disposition. And Vegapunk's just shocked. How fascinating. The traits passed on by the lineage factor during the cloning process go far deeper than I expected. That was really cool of you, Hancock. Yeah, no way. Did you just say love you? Now I see why the text here, L-O, love you. That was really cool for you. It can be heard as something like that. And so we see Atlas talking to Vegapunk. Stella, we've got the comm systems working again, but the Frontier Dome isn't responding to our signal. We can't leave without disabling the barrier. And obviously York is very smug. You're wasting your time. I put a passcode on it. And don't bother syncing to Punk Records, cause I never uploaded it. You dirty traitor! Ha ha ha! The passcode and the military might of the world are my protection. All this laughing is making me hungry. Lilith isn't very happy about this. You really pissed me off. We see, Stussy. Stella, we're completely surrounded. I wager there's 100 ships of all sizes and approximately 30,000 Marines. They're all pulling out all the stops, huh? And Sanji's just offering Stussy a cup of tea. Lady Stussy, would you care for some coffee? Oh, not tea, it's coffee. I believe your name is Nami. You're the crew's navigator, correct? Vegapunk is reaching out to Nami. You betcha! The log hasn't finished recalibrating, but we could use this one. We locked onto it while we were in Wano. It's pointing northeast. Ah, that'll be Elbaf. Luffy and Usopp's reaction is priceless. Elbaf, we're finally getting to go there. The giant islands of our dreams? Giants, 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 Elbaf, Elbaf. The two are cheering on. Tall, it's the home of the giants after all. Will you quit glowing at me already? Oh, Lucci is glaring at Stussy. Glaring. That must be a translation error. Thank you. Thank the stars your ship is already up here on the Labo phase. Or the Labo stratum. The coast is swarming with Navy ships. So it won't be possible for us to leave via the regular port. So we see a part of the map. Northeast. If we want to head northeast, it'd be best to leave from the back of the island. Luckily, Vega 401 is on standby right next to your ship. Ideally, we'd be able to use it to fly over the blockade. Unfortunately, it'll be impossible to make it all the way, since Vega 401 depends on the climate maintained by the island's aircon system, meaning we'll plummet the second we clear Egghead's airspace. Obviously, since we know the going sunny, they have the Coda burst. I think it's been a while since they used it. The giant rocket that is powered by cola. And we see Frankie obviously pump in. That'll be good enough. We can rely on the Sunny's Coda burst. Here it is right there. Coda burst. After all, Coda burst. We can use it to keep flying for a kilometer. That should be enough to get away. You mean to say your ship can fly? That's that far? Unbelievable. Let's go with that plan then. It's powered by cola. Cola? Okie dokie. First things first, though. We need to get cracking on lowering the Frontier Dome. My lips are sealed. York is just there. I said get cracking. You should know better than to underestimate us. We're Vegapunk, so they're hacking. And so here's the plan. Lilith, go to Vegapunk 401 and... Oh. And that was the flashback here. Go Lilith, go to Vega Force 01, and then we cut to the gang are running to the Sunny. We have to hurry. They could have the barrier down any minute now. We need to carry the ship to the backside of the island so it's ready. Yeah, we gotta drop the barrier and get away. But doing that will make us vulnerable. That's right. So we see Lilith, Frankie, Bonnie, and Luffy. Luffy is obviously carrying I would assume, a backpack full of food. To be honest, I'm a tad excited. This will be my first time leaving the island. We're not exactly going on a picnic. I'll say we don't have enough food for that. Yeah, and what we had earlier wasn't enough either. We should stock up on pizza. Luffy and Bonnie are gonna get along just fine. Just grab some cheese. Sanji will handle the rest. Oh, I think Bonnie likes Sanji. Man, that guy's great. A chef who can fight? Hey, what's with your sudden change of attitude from yesterday? Don't worry, I'm not gunning for Vegapunk anymore. I feel better now. Well, that's good. You were crying non-stop last night. I was not. So we see the battleships, and we're cut to inside the battleship with the Elder and Kizaru. We had a transmission from Rob Lucci. I knew it. He was ratting everything out. It summarizes the current status inside the dome. Relay the information to the rest of the fleet. Did you hear the update, Borsalino? Sure did. Straw Hat talked a big game earlier, but it sounds like they're trapped. The Frontier Dome is a laser-based defense system, correct? You're made of light. Think you can get through? To be honest, I'm not sure I can. I just have to deal with my pal down there first, since he's standing by Vegapunk. Fly over him. After he's resolved to put his life on the line, that would be spitting in his face. At least let me do this my way. Also, if I skip over him and attack right away, Sentomaru will use the weaponized seas beasts and his squadron of 50 pacifistas to sink all of our ships. Our casualties would be extremely high. And the Elder's upset. He just is frustrated. We can't prepare? We can prepare, but I do not wish to draw this out too long. Do you have a location of the power station? Rob Lucci is an outstanding agent. He sent us all the information we could want. Man, this is a long chapter. I really like it. Alright, the Navy ships are in position. Battle stations, battle stations, battle stations, battle stations. Tell everyone who can use the 6 powers to fly ashore the second the battle starts. Yes, sir. We're going to free all the captured Cypherpole agents. Roger that. Remember, the pacifistas are invulnerable to cannon fire, so target the weaponized sea beasts instead. Aye, aye. And we cut to Luffy, who's just bouncing around, having a blast. Literally, he says, "This is a blast." Ha ha ha, I love the Sky Island mystery clouds. And Frankie, as they're getting pretty darn close to the Sunny. I totally feel the same. But we gotta stay focused. The Sunny's right there. And we see Kizaru use one of his abilities. Yato no Kagami. Yato no Kagami. A sacred mirror that is one of the 3 Imperial Yato no Kagami. Flash. And the laser beam just bounces through. It looks like it bounces off mirrors and stuff. And we see Sentomaru. So, you're finally coming. Bring it on, Uncle. All pacifista units, come in. Beep. Eliminate all targets. Here I come, Sentomaru-kun. You should know. My guard is the toughest in the world. Oh, I see. That was Kizaru not an attack. He was using... Oh, it's Sacred Mirror. So he was using it to bounce around to get to Sentomaru. And Sentomaru readies up for a defend. As he tries to block the light kick from Kizaru. This panel is intense as we see both characters using it, like wearing the cape of justice. In the last two panels, Luffy senses something. What's causing that light down there? And Luffy's sweating. Someone really strong is coming. Chapter 1090. End. Well, that was the end of chapter 1090, and I must say, whew, that was a long chapter. And it was really worth the wait. We get to see what might happen in the next chapter. People might think that Luffy might end up fighting Kizaru. We do not know yet until next week. As in it is right now. I must say that is a 10 out of 10 chapter. And it's a shame Shaka and Pythagoras didn't make it. They're both dead. Truly a shame. Quite funny, though, that Luffy can turk some sense into the clone of Boa Hancock. Weird. So, it's confirmed. They're going to be on their way to Elbaf. We get to see what will happen. Ooh, I'm excited. Anyways, that was a 10 out of 10 chapter. This is Haysoos signing off. Goodbye.